Man, it's kind of crazy. Did you guys see about Concord? I had a lot of controversy surrounding it, being like, people were like, well, okay. Controversy implies that it was like important at all. Nobody cared. Not a single person gave a shit about it. And then they're like, well, I'm going to still put like millions of dollars towards this product and then ship it out, even though no one cares. From the players, they've said the gameplay is actually fine, but not good enough to carry it. Yeah, probably. You can't just make a game work. You can't just funnel money into a project and be like, well, because it has a lot of money, it's going to work. That game looked like, only for the gameplay. I haven't been able to play it, and no one will anymore because they're taking it off the servers. Concord is dead? Yeah, Concord is fully dead. Not to be controversial, but it seems like the devs had an axe to grind. Now, what do you mean by that? Like, I'm very cursory in the knowledge that I have about Concord. All I know is that the gameplay I saw looked kind of bland. And the character design looked really ass. Trying to use video games to push an agenda sort of thing? I don't know that much about Concord. I don't know that much about it. All I do know is that the character designs fucking sucked. And I'm not talking about the DEI shit, okay? With like the diversity shit. I don't care. Look, if the writers... Here's my take on that kind of stuff, okay? If the writer's intention was to write a character and they thought it was cool that they were a certain race, creed, or sexuality, then fucking let loose. Go crazy. If you're doing it to check off a box, it's gonna feel like you just checked off a box. Okay? Regardless of how much time and effort your producer tells you to put into it, if you don't feel like that was a cool character, you're not going to put in that extra effort, because you're just not. And it'll lack soul. 100 times out of 100, that's exactly what happened. Or happens. And has happened. And I know there's plenty of characters that are fucking badass as shit, and they just don't happen to be, like, gay or trans or anything like that. And it's just... And frankly, the identity is inconsequential to the character. Sometimes it like adds to it, like people can identify with them that way. They feel like a little bit of personalization. But again, if that character was just a checkbox, no one's gonna care about them. And anytime I see this fucking bullshit where they see a single black character, they're just like, go woke, go broke. I'm like, shut up, you bastard. You don't know why the character sucks. You just hate them because they're a different color, you idiots. You know who has some pretty stellar, like, character designs, regardless of it being out or not? Fucking, and a recent topic. Fucking Deadlock has some pretty stellar character designs, man. And there's like all sorts of creeds, races, and all this shit. I mean, you could kind of like put two and two together for a lot of them. It's not in your face most of the time. But like, there's like all sorts of colors and casts in fucking Deadlock, and they all look fucking cool. Could you imagine that? It's almost like you should put design first before you go, like, I don't know, try to do something new. Try to do something new is one thing, right? That's cool. I think you should try. But like, I don't know, have like a basis of understanding when it comes to design. And like, you know, appealing characters are important. Otherwise, I mean, if your character is specifically designed to be unappealing, guess what's gonna happen? Designs look pretty bad. And it's objectively bad. People talk about the silhouette test, which is applicable. I think what's more applicable test is the blur test. You can blur the character and it's still interesting to look at. Yes. To which I think Concord fails. Their shapes that don't make sense. Their motifs don't gel well together. It is what it is. Deadlock characters are speedrunning R34. Meanwhile, Concord has not a single entry. Well, some creep out there is going to find the fucking goblin chick hot. Anyway, don't look at my history. Point is, though, it's kind of a shame what happened to Concord. And it's a shame that all those people worked in the studios and ended up making a shit-ass product. But that's just what happens sometimes, right? There's products and shit like that people can work really fucking hard on. You can fuel some people's salaries as much as you want. But at the end of the day, if the base understanding of the product is fucking medial at best, you're gonna get a fucking medial at best game. I feel like that goes with every media, though. If you don't have a real passion for it, if there wasn't like any sort of like human soul put into it, like, I'm not saying you have to kill somebody, but I'm just saying like maybe you should kill somebody, put their soul into the game. but then nobody's gonna like it. Didn't look that bad. Concord grapes, so true. Did you see that person? I saw this post on Twitter talking about like how they tried looking up Concord Rule 34 and all they found was airplanes. That's so sad. Fucking, there's more pornography of airplanes than your characters. You spend, rumored, to be $200 fucking million. Ah, that's gotta sting. I give it like I'm gonna give it 2 years before people start doing a retrospective on Concord and saying, actually, Concord was pretty good. I haven't heard anything on the writing myself, but I could believe it. It's the same cookie cutter shit that it was not interesting. Like, I keep comparing it, but this is the most recent, like, hero shooter-esque game that came out, but Deadlock, all right? It's hard to compare. Valve, they haven't been making games, and they have billions of dollars at their fucking... You know what's crazy? I doubt that fucking... Is it Deadlock? What the fuck is it? I think it's Deadlock. Costs even close to $100 million. I doubt it. At least as it was right now. I mean, of course, it's an alpha, so you can only... Because in Concord was a finished product, okay? You can only say so much. But for right now, for sure. And as it is in its alpha stage, it's better, at least character design-wise. But from what I could tell, writing-wise, where the characters just kind of have like little quips, and they aren't annoying, which I, for a long time, thought was impossible to achieve. I literally didn't know Concord existed until it was shut down. Yeah, pretty much same. I saw it as soon as it came out. And it's crazy. I watched E3. I watched Sony's conference. Well, not wasn't really E3, but I saw Sony's showcase and all that shit. Or was it PlayStation showcase? Point is, regardless, I tuned in and I made sure to watch like the new showcases for this upcoming like releases. In Concord, I didn't give a fuck, I guess, because I don't remember it being announced at all. I don't remember it being announced even a little bit. And then I saw that it's out. Like, what happened? I know it's not easy to put out a bunch of ads. A lot of people won't give a fuck. You know, marketing is probably one of the least of Sony's concerns. Probably the first thing is to pay executives an obscene amount of money to do all the wrong decisions. And then maybe they pay the studios after shutting them down. Also, I always think of Concord grapes when I hear the name. I know! Nobody thinks about the fucking game. What's the relevance of the game's name? Or the name of the... Fuck. I think I said that right, actually. What's the relevance of the name? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't even think the devs knew. They're just like, this sounds cool. Some executive was just like, hey guys, how do you feel about the name Concord? You can feel bad for Firewalk, but there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do, no. There's nothing they can do. All you can do is look for the people that did really good for that game and get them hired. For the people that did the character designs, make sure they never work a day in their life in game dev. Ever again. And again, I don't stand by these dumbasses that are like, huh, you went woke, so you went broke. They find one rhyme, they spam it for the rest of their goddamn lives because they have nothing else going on. Yeah, no, that game just... It was probably fine, but the character design sucked. Hold on one second. Can we go look at this real quick? I'm just interested to remind myself of the Concord characters. What the fuck is this? What is this? What is Stay Puft Marshmallow Man crossed with Doom Guy? This is bland as shit. Look at this. Oh yeah, no, remember that character that did they had a really cool what the hell is this? Trash Can Man? I don't know. I feel like somebody could look at this and go like, Wow, that's incredibly forgettable. Okay. Oh, hold on. Here we go. We got from incredibly forgettable to incredibly hideous. And forgettable. Honestly, it feels like 10 people worked on this character. No, I want a spiky shoulder pad. No, I want a gooey shoulder pad. No, I want a cool looking fluorescent fungi. No, I want like a biohazard. No, I want a mushroom hat. No, I want an alien. And put him in the brownest, most beige colored cloak you could think of, man. It's so dumb. Okay, take this from the goblin fucker. Wouldn't fuck this goblin. Nope. Nope. Ugly. Hey, we're not doing the pronoun thing, okay? Come on. Like I said, I don't associate with these right-winging bullshitters with the fucking go woke, go broke. I don't fuck with that. I just know that these designs suck ass. And look at like the fucking high-tech metallic shirt with the fucking pink wash jeans and like a single fucking hair that comes. It looks like shit. This one's probably the best looking one so far, and that is not saying a lot. I think this guy looks okay. Looks fine. It's not my exact cup of tea. If I had my druthers, I wouldn't. Where do I begin? Where do I start? Fucking ground beef shoulder pads. This, like I said, these characters look like they were designed by 10 different people. Where one team worked on the head, one team worked on the body, and one team worked on the legs. I feel like that's what it looks like. It looks like shit. Like a few minor tweaks to these designs, I feel like major tweaks to these designs, that one looks fine. Could really make these. Everything above the neck looks good. Everything above the neck looks good. Weapon looks fine. I guess they're going for like a minimalist thing. What's with this like fucking grungy, looks like it was dug out of a trash can sweater / overcoat? Who the fuck designed this, man? I feel like she should have something more flashy. Like if they put her in this in this, I feel like they should like this outfit, you know? I feel like she looked pretty good. But unfortunately, they have her in this gray. Who the fuck wants to see gray? This fella here? All right. No, I like it. This is probably the only one that I'm okay with. I feel like he could use like a cowboy hat or something. Something to cover that fucking nasty little splotch he calls hair. I like him enough. I feel like he'd use more color. He's very washed out. He's very washed out. Like, when it comes to, how could you give this lady the most brightest fucking vibrant goddamn coat you've ever seen in your entire life, and then there's this guy who has very washed out colors. It's not good. I feel like they planned on selling cool epic skins and gotcha loot box systems, so they made the characters look shitty. That's probably, I think I might agree with you. It's almost purposefully bad in order to sell, good skins. I think Matt's right. But that's the fucking problem, right? Where, I just don't. You guys ever play Warframe? Maybe not. In Warframe, there's a randomize colors button you can choose, and it'll randomize your entire palette. Put on whatever the fuck you have, and that's what this looks like. That's what this looks like. The armor could be cool. It's just not really speaking to me as it is. It's probably just the color. You know, it's a problem because the armor designer or the people that really worked really hard on the fucking model, the actual armor models themselves, could have just been like, yeah, we have this color scheme we want to work with. What do you guys think? And art director was like, make it fucking shit. It just completely lacks cohesion, right? The big square fucking Kia Soul looking helmet with everything else. Or very organic looking like chest plate. What do you glean from this character? If I showed you this and took it off and I said, hey, tell me your favorite part of that character. You'd be like, round head. We're gonna make a game. There's no Rule 34 of our characters. Why the fuck? See, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier with like, this person's ugly as fuck. The orange gloves, the blue giant unflattering coat, the big baby suit underneath, the fucking ski goggles for no reason. That's Trace. It's hard to pin because I'm not a designer. This guy looks all right. What's his outfit look like? Oh. Oh. I almost gave you a compliment. His face looks pretty good. It's the same problem I have with like half these characters. From the neck up, looks fucking cool. From the neck down, the hell is going on? I'm kind of so-so on this one. This one looks okay. It might just be the purple. It might just be the purple that I like so much. Is fucking... We got fucking the Dazzler, the Spikulous, big lady, fucking Diego, and we got fucking the Ball. What the fuck is Diego doing here? I don't know what the animation team was on. I don't know what the art direction team was on. Is there a slight possibility that these characters were made from a AI prompt? Is that why they look so stupid? Am I smoking? Am I cooking? Or am I smoking? Is it crazy to assume that they might have used AI as an assistant? Like, the weirdest choice about having the pink like band here, pink band here, pink band here, orange flag, blue lips. That to me tells me something like it feels like an AI would do that. Anyway, I'm done talking about fucking Concord. I was kicked into inactivity. But that's going to do it for today's stream. Sorry. I wanted to go on my rant. Thanks for listening, boys. Yummers.